Hey everyone, so today, which it's actually not today or y'all are seeing this, I actually am pre-filming a lot because I'm going to have surgery done, so yep. When y'all probably see one of these videos, I don't know when it will be. But today we are going to be doing a how to clean your hairbrushes because if y'all can kind of tell, let me kind of bring some hairbrushes and show y'all. All of these hairbrushes are really dirty and really hairy. Sorry, not to be a little bit gross. So we're going to want to clean those. And I'll leave most of the information down in the bottom bar. But the reason why you want to clean your, sorry, just a little bit of water. The reason why you want to clean your brushes, your hairbrushes at least, is because your keratin up here, you know, is your hair, and you kind of want to help that. And also, as I explained in my makeup brush tutorial, your sebum, the oil, your natural oil, it's also in your hair, believe it or not, and you don't really want that on your brushes or on your brush bristles, because what these brush bristles are going to do is they're going to kind of like take on to that. They're going to be like peanut butter. If you put something in peanut butter, it's going to stay there and you're never going to get it off unless you scrub it, obviously. So if you put your hair on top of this and you have oil on it, the oil is going to come on here and you're not going to get it off until you actually deep clean these. So with that said, when you brush your hair every single day, at least I hope we brush our hair every single day, and then this is going to transfer the oil from yesterday and the day before, the month before, week before, and you're going to end up with a little bit more oily hair. So you want to obviously kind of clean your brushes because it will be better for the oiliness of your hair, better for the smell, not to get gross, but it will be. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start off with what y'all need to do for the two mixtures, and then I'm going to show y'all what y'all need to do before y'all put the brushes into the mixture. So yeah, let's just take y'all down. I'm just going to do that manually and not just do it all coolly. So in this one, we're going to take some apple cider vinegar and some baking soda. So I'm going to take a teaspoon. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of baking soda. So 1 and 2, and it kind of got stuck on my little thing. And then we're going to pour in 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. We probably need some more apple cider vinegar, more like tablespoons, but I don't have that much. Okay, so it's going to create this cool little thing, hopefully. And I'm just going to pour in 4 teaspoons, so about a tablespoon. And I'm very sorry to my camera if that just splashed. Let me close this. Alright, so you're going to want to obviously take this, and we're just going to mix this up so that it can obviously get mixed. And then we'll move on to the second bowl. And I'm actually going to reuse this spoon. Sorry, Penelope. Meow meow. Okay, so I'm going to scoot this, gently scoot that over. And in this bowl we're going to take some Dawn dish detergent. And this actually is great, and this is the Apple Blossom scent. And I absolutely love this because it gets oil off pretty well, because they actually use this for like ducks and stuff like that, animals, you know, who have oil all over them. And yeah, so I'm going to take about 3 teaspoons, or you can just kind of pour it in. And I'm just going to mix this all up. Again, gently mix it up so that you don't splash anything. You can also do this in your sink if you want to, but obviously I'm not doing that in my sink. And I'm going to put this over here. Alrighty, so what you want to do with your brushes, I'm just going to show y'all on my dirtiest brush, which is this one. And I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. So if y'all can see, this is very hairy. So I'm actually going to show y'all two ways of doing this, one on this brush and one on this one. So this one, it involves a tweezer. So you want to take your tweezer and just start pulling out the hair. And once you kind of get that little grip type part, you're just going to want to pull all the hair out with your hands. And this might seem very disgusting, especially on camera, but you're going to be doing it on your own hair, so you won't have to worry about anyone else's. So yeah, and I'm going to go throw this in the trash can. Alright, so we have the majority of it off, but there are still some spots like right there. So you just want to take your tweezers and kind of get that out, and there's like a big piece of lint on that. Sorry, not to get too detailed, but you just basically want to get the rest of it off, and yeah, I have the majority of it off. There are a few more little spots, but yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get like every single little spot off, but we can try. Again, sorry if I'm kind of stuttering. I'm trying to talk fast and it never works. So, yeah. So, now I'm going to do the same thing to this brush, but I'm going to show y'all the other way y'all can clean it. Okay, so this way to clean it, what you're going to do is you're going to take a comb, so just like that. It can also be a mustache if you want it to be, and you can run it along your brush just like so, on both sides kinda, and then you can just grab it. And I'm not really sure if I've ever washed this brush. I think I have. Okay, so now I'm going to throw this in the trash can. Okay, with these two brushes, I'm just going to go ahead and show y'all what I'll do and then just resume on what I'm doing when I actually finish all of the other brushes. So with this brush, I'm going to put it in here. You're just going to lay it in the water like so, and this won't fit all the way, which is okay, but you know, I kind of want it to fit a little bit better. So basically we're going to put both of these in some water, and this one kind of fits, but it does not want to stay down. So when you have something like this that fits but it does not want to stay down, you can take, like, I'm going to take this because it's nearby, but it's just a mason jar, and you can fill that with water and just try to keep it down, but it's not working. So poop. You can obviously put some more brushes on top of it, so that's actually what I'm going to kind of do. But we're going to let these both soak for about 10 minutes, and then I'll show y'all the next step. So while we're letting these soak, I'm going to go on to other brushes. So yeah. Alright, so I'm going to show y'all what I did with these. I actually let them soak for like a full 30 minutes, and I did not mean to let them soak that long. But what you're going to do is you're going to take a toothbrush like so, and you're just going to start kind of brushing each little brush. And when you brush this part, make sure you get all in the bristles, just everywhere you possibly can, just to make sure that it's like really clean, you know. Just scrub that brush so you can't scrub no more. And yeah, I'm hoping I'm not getting my lens wet because this is kind of messy. So yeah. And on some of the brushes, you can actually see where the oil and basically sebum have built up, like around this white area, like right around there. So that's kind of gross. So you definitely want to make sure you clean this really well. And so obviously I cleaned that one, and I'm just going to let it sit there, and I'll show y'all how I clean this. I basically do the same thing. Take the water, the vinegar really stinks, and I just kind of try to brush through the bristles. I don't really care about the tops of them, but the bottoms of them are pretty important. Actually, excuse me, I do care about the bottoms. No, I care about the tops, but the bottoms aren't near as important. So yeah, so basically I'm just going to scrub it up dub. And there's hair all over my toothbrush. Don't worry, I don't use this to wash my teeth anymore, or excuse me, brush them. Okay, so I'm basically going to wash the rest of these or scrub them, and then I'll come back and show y'all what to do. Alright, so what we're going to do is actually, sorry, my arm's kind of itchy right now. So I just scrubbed all of these obviously. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rinse them off in some warm water. Make sure you rinse them off really well. And then I actually have a towel sitting to the left of me. And I'm just going to kind of shake this off a little bit and lie it on the towel, and I'll show you all how I put that down after I wash these. Yeah. Okay, so since this one is kind of like a foam, I like to squeeze so that it can get all of the excess out, and that will dry just like y'all know. And we're going to keep on going. Alright, so I'm done washing all of these brushes, so I'm going to show y'all exactly how I put them up. So this is how I put my brushes down, and just took where their bristles were and just obviously flipped it over. And yeah, there's no specific way of how you want to do that. That's just kind of how I did it, and that's about all. So yeah. Okay, so we're done filming for the brush tutorial, cleaning, whatever, and I'm going to tip that down a little bit. But by the way, when I said in, yeah, I sounded like a little kid. That was lovely. But anywho, I'm going to show y'all what both of these bowls look like, because it's pretty disgusting. Okay, so here's the first bowl. This was the apple cider vinegar and baking soda. I can actually not see through it at all. I can only see a tiny bit of the light. Y'all might can see me barely. But that was pretty dirty. There's a lint in there and all that type of stuff. And then here's the one from Dawn. That is pretty disgusting. I mean, ew. So that is just a good example of why you should clean your brushes, because I don't want that type of stuff touching my head. And after seeing how much that is, that's like so gross, knowing that's what goes in my hair, and ugh. So definitely recommend cleaning your brushes. If you try this out, let me know how it worked. I think I already mentioned this in the beginning, but I can't really remember. But make sure you wash your brushes every 1 to 3 months. And I would recommend, if you have the time to wash your brushes, I would do it every month in the baking soda and apple cider vinegar. But if you don't have time, then I would definitely recommend doing the Dawn. So yeah, Dawn every 2 to 3 months. So, yep. That is about it for the video, and I wanted to show y'all how clean this is now. That is like very gorgeous. Now there is a couple of little hairs in there, but that doesn't really matter, because even still, this brush is now gorgeous. So yeah, I hope y'all liked this video. I hope it kind of helped, and I guess I will talk to you all later. So bye.